I removed my sister-in-law from the family Spotify plan. My husband Jake and I have been sharing a family Spotify account for 3 years. It costs $15 a month and we split it with my parents and my brother. Everyone pays their $3 each month without any drama. Well, until Jake's sister Monica moved back to town. Monica is one of those people who thinks the world owes her everything. She's 32, lives in our guest room rent-tray, and hasn't held a job for more than 2 months since college, but she always has money for expensive coffee and new clothes. 2 months ago, Jake felt bad for her and added her to our Spotify family plan without asking me. I didn't mind at first because what's another $3, right? Wrong. Monica immediately started messing with everyone's music. She'd skip songs in the middle of my workout playlists, change the music during my mom's yoga sessions, and worst of all, she'd take over the speakers when we had people over. Last weekend, we were having a barbecue for Jake's birthday. I'd made this perfect party playlist with classic rocking crowd pleasers that everyone could enjoy. Monica grabbed my phone and switched it to some screaming death metal that cleared half our backyard. When I asked her to change it back, she rolled her eyes and said, "This house needs better music taste." I told her it was Jake's birthday and maybe she should let the host pick the music. She called me controlling and said I was acting like I owned everything. But the real problem started when I noticed our Spotify bill went up. Monica had upgraded our plan to premium family, plus some expensive add-ons without telling anyone. The bill jumped from $15 to $38 a month. I asked her about it and she shrugged like it was no big deal. She said the extra features were necessary and that we could all just pay a little more. When I told her to downgrade it back, she said she'd already gotten used to the features and didn't want to lose them. I explained that she wasn't even paying her share of the original plan. She'd been using it for 2 months without contributing a single penny. Monica got defensive and said she was family and shouldn't have to pay for music. The final straw came last Tuesday. I was having the worst day at work. My boss yelled at me. I spilled coffee on my shirt and my car wouldn't start. All I wanted was to listen to my sad songs playlist on the drive home in my Uber. But Monica had somehow locked me out of my own account. She changed the main password and was using all 6 available streams for herself. She was literally listening to music on her phone, laptop, tablet, and had it playing in 3 different rooms of our house. I called her and asked what was going on. She said she was testing the sound quality on different devices and that I could wait until she was done. I told her this was my account that I pay for, and she laughed and said, "Actually, it's Jake's account and he's my brother, so technically I have more rights to it than you do." That night, I waited until Monica went out with her friends. Then, I logged into Spotify, removed her from the family plan, changed all the passwords, and downgraded back to our normal subscription. I also added a note in our family group chat explaining that the account was back to just the 4 of us who actually contribute money each month. Monica came home around midnight and immediately started banging on our bedroom door. She was screaming about how her music stopped working and demanding I fix it right now. I told her through the door that if she wanted Spotify, she could pay for her own account like a grown adult. She spent the next hour calling Jake names and saying I was destroying their family bond over a stupid music app. Jake finally told her that if she wanted back on the account, she needed to apologize to me and start paying her share. Monica moved out 3 days later to stay with some friend across town. She sent me this long, angry text about how I was petty and vindictive, but honestly, I was just relieved to have our house back. The best part? My parents asked what happened because their music experience suddenly got so much better. When I explained everything, my dad started laughing and said he'd been wondering why his country music kept getting interrupted by weird techno songs. Jake admitted he should have asked me before adding Monica to the account. He said he learned his lesson about letting family take advantage of our generosity. Monica still doesn't have her own Spotify account.